Item number 6, the creation of a clean energy incubator within the UCF Technology Incubator. Clean tech incubation has become a hot topic as many cities are competing to lead in combining clean tech investment, infrastructure, and supportive policies in the physical cluster. According to the National Alliance of Clean Energy Business Incubators, 78 U.S. early-stage firms in 11 incubators commercialized 52 clean energy technologies from 2002 to 2005. According to Sustainland, the following cities were leading for clean tech incubators in 2007. Austin, Texas. Austin Clean Energy Incubator was created with the Austin Technology Incubator in 2001 at the University of Texas, Austin, with 7 companies involved in incubating everything from internet control irrigation to wind and geothermal energy technologies. The group works closely with city-owned utility Austin Energy, according to the Assistant Director, Kurt Farleber. San Jose, California. San Jose has been able to attract a lot of venture capital funding alongside new Web 2 startups. With long-term leadership in engineering, know-how combined with semiconductor, nanotechnology, and optics research and development, San Jose has had the edge in renewable energy development, particularly in solar energy applications. Berkeley, California. The Center for Biofuels and Energy Research, the Energy Bioscience Institute, was co-located at the University of California, Berkeley, and the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign in January 2006. Funded mostly by BP and partially by the state of California, the institute will be also managed by the Federal Lawrence Berkeley Laboratory, also located in Berkeley. I'm not going to talk much about Pasadena, California, but they were the forefront. And in Greater Boston, Massachusetts. Okay, this state has been the most supportive in terms of state policies in the nation for renewable energies and energy efficiency. It also leads in clean tech venture capital investments after California. Among other sources of startups, they draw from Cambridge, home of MIT's Ignite Clean Energy Competition, and it was MIT grads who founded from research in MIT labs the 2 leading advanced lithium-ion battery companies, the Boston area's A123 system and the Lilliputian systems. So as runner-ups in 5th position were San Francisco, New York, Seattle, San Diego, and Houston. So creating a clean energy incubator within the UCF Technology Incubator will provide Metro Orlando startup companies with the testing and the technology expertise that they will need to succeed. The ideal model for clean tech incubation includes a startup or advanced stage venture capital and investor network access, including mentoring and coaching. Academic or federal research lab collaboration, active state and local government participation for field testing, pilot programs, and incentive. So what do you think of this idea? Wouldn't a clean tech incubator within the business incubator give Metro Orlando an advantage in achieving a clean tech cluster?
Yes, I'll speak up on this one, Kirsty.
Let's see, I believe that one must bring music to your ears, or eyes, I guess that is, right?
Maybe not quite so much as you think, because the reality is that the UCF Business Incubation Network, which is composed of a number of different facilities, but in particular the technology incubator component of the program, which is all based in Research Park, there's not anything that would be centralized in a clean tech incubator per se that we don't already have. And in fact, the value of having a broader technology-based incubation program, such as UCF already has, we're going into year number 10 for the program here actually, is because of some of what we've talked about this morning. The reality is that clean tech is a convergence and a leveraging of a whole array of different technologies. Some were listed up there. Same ones that we already have within the technology incubator, client company base and graduate base: optics, bio, semiconductors, electronics, advanced materials, and nanotechnology. So while having a section of our facilities that was dedicated to perhaps specialized equipment with lab facilities where companies could share equipment, which is a common practice in many incubators, not ours because of the capital equipment costs. There would be some value in that. But I would, because we have such a strong incubation program already in this community and in Central Florida in general, I would not necessarily be a strong advocate of a facility that's focused only on clean tech. The reality is it would end up being an incubator facility with an array of different kinds of companies that were bringing different technologies in there, and that's very much what we already have. We already have a very strong mentoring program, access to capital. We already do. Angels, VCs, they come visit us all the time anyway. So we already have all these components. So it's an expansion of our resources to provide all this. I think is what we need, and continued support from our great partners like Orange County.
Thank you, Carol Ann.
I agree with Carol Ann 100%. I think, and I'm glad she articulated that. I was a little worried about her not agreeing, and then we have to have a debate in real time on TV. But luckily, we're all on the same page on that. But what I wanted to, articulate for the purposes of what you're trying to accomplish here is clarification of the definition of an incubator, because I think Carol Ann would probably concur that that word now is a buzzword at a national level on economic development, early stage kind of stuff, and yet what you described up there as what other folks are doing in other regions really is more university R&D kind of centric. If you look at every one of those, I think that you had on your list was related to a university, as are we, but in this case I think Carol Ann will articulate that the criteria they have for entrepreneurs coming into their incubator is it's an established company already versus R&D efforts, which we do have one incubator in Creole out at UCF that Gordon runs, and he's back there as well. He's right behind me, and he can talk about that. So yeah, and that's probably more in line with what I think you're trying to articulate here. So I would pay attention to the fact that FSEC already exists, and there are already research centers, not just at UCF but at throughout the state, that are already addressing and overlapping with what you've put up on that slide. So just maybe double check your definition, and then do some digging into what already exists before future dollars are allocated to these sorts of things.
Good, thank you.
Good morning, Mike Ross with Credo Technologies. I'm one of the dogs in the hunt here because I'm an incubator client currently out at the...
Okay, say that again.
I'm a client, an incubator client. So I really can testify to the value of incubation concept and funding and even branding. I would reinforce Carol Ann's message in that what I've found, I've only been there 5, maybe going on 6 months, is that the blend of companies in high tech gain value by being close to each other and sharing a lot of the resources. You get more value as a client. I'm a communications technology, and I'm surrounded by IT and bio and a variety of other nanotechnology CEOs that are startups. And you see a lot of value in that incubation process being sort of homogenized together. So I would, I'm kind of like, I don't know if I said anything specific there, but I'd endorse the incubator client, the client value to being together with other technologies as they emerge, and whether the branding be different or the same, I think it's the unification of the incubator that has a lot of value to all the clients.
Good, thank you. So again, we get an interesting perspective from a variety of different companies and organizations on the Cleantech Incubator. So I think that was good feedback. So we'll move to idea number 7.